But
It's not what we're saying, it's how we say it.
yeah.
And some of us have gotten hardened. So we got
Mhm.
hardened through personal relationships. We got hardened through being resentful in motherhood. We got hardened through having to put this armor on and defend ourselves in life. We got hardened through working in environments where the people speak a certain way, and then we change and transform and adopt that tone, and it
Yeah.
can come across as hardened. And so that's what I call the softening. Like, I always listen for whoever it is to hear the softening. I was in a room the other day, and this person was speaking so loudly and so arrogantly and so pompous. And it was the archetype of what I can't stand. And I needed to be in the same room with this person. So I needed to conduct myself to make it not come across as irritable or annoying, because that's just not the right thing to do. But I also had to discern within myself, like, what is this really about?
Yeah.
And it was about this archetype of like the male in construction who wants to yell and wants to boast and wants to talk about their field experience. And it was something along the lines of, I started 5 trades, but don't need to complete any because I'm an expert in all of them. And this idea of like, where do I even start the conversation with somebody like this? In this case, there was no conversation to be had. I was just listening. But when I do encounter an energy like that, and I do encounter a leader like that, or I do encounter a manager that a business has like that, the softening has to come into that, because something has us tell the story in a way that's loud and yelling because we feel unheard, and is prominent because we feel unseen. And in all of that is just, how do we get back to being able to have a dialogue? And nobody has to win, nobody has to lose. We're getting more information about each other. But that's a really important piece of like creating and crafting an environment to even have that. I allow a certain few people to come to my spaces, but I'm careful about the energy that comes into my spaces also. Like if it's a home space or an office space. And sometimes I know that I need
Mhm.
to go to that environment because I'm unwilling to have it around me or leave the
Mhm.
residue of it around me.